Today we're going to be taking out all of the stinky carpet, and I really have no clue where to start because I can't take the furniture out because it won't fit through the door because of how the camper's situated. And the other furniture is bolted down. So I'm like, do I try to unbolt the furniture or do I just go around it? I have no idea what to do. So I think I'm just going to start like ripping things up and just kind of see what happens. So I guess let's get started and hope this goes well. Okay, first things first, gotta put the hair up. I think I'm going to, I don't know if this carpet goes completely through. I think it does. How does this work? I think I do need to take it all apart. There we go. Trying to be more organized with this camper than I was with Honey, so I have like all of the bolts in baggies and labeled, because last time I literally just threw them all into a bucket and was like, nah, I'll figure it out. But it was a nightmare, so having this definitely a lot easier. Connor was inside watching Cooper, and Cooper fell asleep for a minute, so he was like, let me come out while he's sleeping and like try to help you. So we ripped some of this stuff up. The only thing is that like we can't fit the benches or the furniture through. We were able to get the sofa through the door, but everything else is still in here, so I'm gonna have to like work in sections kind of. So we're gonna have to rip this part of the carpet up, and then over here we have all the furniture, so then we're gonna have to move this to this side and then rip that part up. So not the best setup, but at least we'll get the carpet up. I feel like before having a baby, I did not care about like my health when it came to this kind of stuff, but now I'm like, I cannot get sick or get any weird infection. So now I'm gonna put a mask on, be extra safe. I just want to say quickly, I'm sick and I cannot hear out of one of my ears. So I'm sorry if the sound is like all over the place on this video. I really cannot hear anything that I'm editing, so I'm just hoping it's okay. But this process of ripping out the rug was definitely super intense. It took a lot to get it out. Some spots were pretty easy, like you can see it just pulls up really easily. Then other spots it was really stuck down, and I was like putting my whole body weight into it and really trying to like pull at it. So definitely just know if you're ripping carpet out of your camper, it will be a process. I feel like ripping the carpet out of our house was actually easier than ripping the carpet out of the camper. I'm not really sure why, but for some reason it just felt harder than the actual house. So like I said, I have to move the furniture all around in order to get this carpet up since I couldn't get the furniture out the door. So I'm just putting all that furniture back, and now we're getting started on this end. So kind of by the slide, a chunk of carpet was like stuck, so I had to cut that out. But here I'm just taking a really long screwdriver, and I'm going underneath the carpet to pull up all of the staples. So on all of the ends there's going to be a lot of different staples. You might even want to wear like a thicker pair of gloves, that way your fingers don't get pricked. It would have been a lot easier if I had a thick pair of gloves, because I kept trying to like avoid the staples and I just kept pricking myself with them. But I also have this tool, I'm not sure what it's called, but it basically like it's like a clamp, and you can see once I push it there, you can just use it to pull. And this was such a game changer. Connor put this in the camper when he saw that I was trying to get this done, and he's like, this will help you so much, and it truly did. It made it so much easier.
I'm really glad I decided to put the mask on because I could definitely see a ton of dust particles all popping up and going all over the place. So definitely did not want any of that in my lungs. And since in the last video I did realize that there was a mouse that somehow must have got in, I definitely just didn't want to take a risk with inhaling any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, this strip, it got a little bit easier to pull, but I will say once the strip is too long to pull and you run out of room, you might have to cut the carpet. That way you have more space to pull at. And again, I think gloves are a must for this. I think I'm gonna go with a vinyl plank flooring. If you guys have done this in your camper, let me know what flooring you used. As you guys can see though, underneath this carpet there was so much dust, so I'm so glad that I decided to rip all of this up, because thinking of that being trapped under there and us living in this would just not be so great. So I'm really glad that I'm gonna be able to get these floors super clean and just start fresh with everything. So over here is this box that is used to cover up some like pipes and stuff like that. So I just unscrewed that, and now we're finally at the last piece of carpet.
I'm done. That was so hard. I think it's just like being postpartum, and my recovery from childbirth was so rough. I had so many complications. So I'm just like, you know, feeling some pain in areas, and I'm just so exhausted and sweaty. I need to go inside and shower and go feed Cooper. I used to try to make my videos like a whole makeover. So normally I would like take all the carpet out for one video, but I think now that my life is so different, I have to kind of just go with the flow, see what works, and not push myself too much. I already feel super dizzy and lightheaded. It is so hot today. I'm like dripping sweat everywhere. It's so bad. So I'm pretty happy though with what we got done today. We got the furniture all unbolted. All of this carpet is out. I can see a couple little areas where it looks like it was a little water damage, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do with that. I think next week's video we'll tackle the carpet that's in the bedroom, which there's a lot. There's all these steps, and then literally the whole platform has carpet on it. Just the entire room is all carpet pretty much. So we'll have to work on that next time. But the floor looks amazing. Honestly, like it could probably just stay, like this area could just stay with the linoleum. Oh my gosh. But I do think it will look good once we get some plank flooring in here. Just gonna make it look a lot better. And I'm really glad I did take up the flooring, because you guys saw all of that like dust and ickiness that was underneath it. A lot of people suggested just keeping the carpet and cleaning it, but I'm really glad I didn't do that. I just feel like I said, my health before, I was just like, you know, I would take chances and be like, whatever. But having Cooper, I want him to be in a very clean, healthy environment. So I'm glad that we have taken up all of this, and it will be nice and clean for him once it's all done. So that's all for today. That was actually perfect timing. As soon as I put the camera down to stop filming, Connor just called and said that Cooper is starting to wake up from his slumber. So that means I need to go shower so fast so I can get this baby fed.